Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to make a video for you today showing you a monthly budget setup in my Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner. I have been using Erin Condren stickers for my monthly layout and then Caffeinated Cait for my tracking in the lined pages that follow the monthly spread. I did get a colorful Deluxe Monthly from Erin Condren for the January through December timeframe for this year. I have another one for 2020 that has the dashboard pages, but as of this time I'm using my existing planner, so there's no dashboard pages in this particular planner. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to move the Caffeinated Cait stickers off to the side and work on my layout for the monthly. I really loved a lot of these Erin Condren sticker sheets, but I find that I don't use them in the weekly spread because of how wide the washi is, and it can be hard to use the printed areas for functional planning. They definitely are more to kind of fill in the gaps, and so I find these work great in my Deluxe Monthly for budgeting. It's just a couple dollars by the time you purchase 4 at a time with the accessories discount, and that's even if you don't have another discount code or referral code to use. So for the amount of money that they actually cost me, I think it's nice to be able to use these to make my budgeting a little more fun. Okay, so what I want to do is stick with the washi for the colors that works a little more closely with the stickers I'll be using from Caffeinated Cait. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on this side, and then I think for, let's see, this is one of those months where all of the previous month days fill up one side. So we'll go ahead and use that over here. Okay. So I use these long sticky notes in advance for each month, just like I do in my regular planner, to track. Well, apparently I need to put some in for future months, but I'll jot things down as I know that they're coming and use that for planning any unusual expenses or one-time expenses. This is just about 1 year since I started using this system for tracking our budget on paper again, which I just have found helps me to be more consistent. And so I'm still implementing some new systems and new strategies as I use this planner. But the long sticky note helps me keep track of things that are coming up that might be just one time for the month. And then for this particular month, I did not order separate bill due stickers from Caffeinated Cait. These are the ones that I had left over from the previous month. And I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and use these on this layout. So that's what I'll do, and I'll go back off camera and actually mark each of our bills and when they're due. I have been doing this partially, of course, for my own tracking, but the reason I have been taking the time to do it on the calendar layout is it really helps give a visual, and should anyone like my husband need to come in and really keep track of what's going on, it's going to be really easy to see that, go back to prior months and see what was going on instead of just trying to look at a computer screen on the banking website. So I'll do that off camera. I do love having the next month, and I apologize for my nails, but I was traveling last week and I wanted to get this video filmed and I did not have time to do manicure first. Okay, so behind the monthly layout in the Deluxe Monthly, you have 4 lined pages, and this is the main area where I really do our tracking, and this is where I love to use the Caffeinated Cait stickers. And I love to flip the coil over. Flipping the coil over really helps me to be able to work right up to the edge. So Caffeinated Cait budget kits come with these sheets. I always order, and then I've been adding on a sheet sometimes here and there. This particular month, I'm not really sure why, but I did go ahead and order the header washi, which comes with 1 thin washi strip, and that's actually going to work for this month, but normally I do order the extra thin washi all on one sheet, so that'll be a little bit different this month. Okay, let's just get started, and I think what I might do is once I actually get started, I may speed this video up because I don't know about you, but sometimes I just want to see what people do, and I really don't want it to be 25 minutes long. So I'm going to get this down and I will probably speed the video up. I just wanted to pause a minute and say that I do find if I line these stickers up with the outsides of the lines, then my columns will line up. If you look very closely at Caffeinated Cait stickers, she has pre-printed lines that you can use to help create your columns, which I'll show in just a minute. I think I'm going to fix my variable income sticker and we'll move on. Okay, I don't know why. Sometimes it is just easier for me to work upside down. How about you guys? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so I am going to draw in the lines for both of these pages, and you guys will see how this kind of comes together. The great thing about this kit, or any of her kits like this, is you really can lay this out however you want. This is how I lay out these two pages. And so, like I said, I'm going to go in now and draw on the lines. For this particular month, I have chosen the green pen from the Erin Condren 10-pack dual tip marker set. I really like this. You get a bold tip and you get a fine tip on each marker. And previously, I have been using the fine tip of this or any other similar marker or pen. This month, I'm going to try using the bold tip for the lines, and we will see how that comes out. I just find that sometimes the fine tips skip a little bit as I'm drawing the line, so we'll see how it goes. It's really just to be bright and colorful so that this is fun, and I get back in here to do the tracking during the month. So let's get started, and again, I will probably speed this up for you guys, so hopefully this video will not be half an hour long. Okay, so my marker is definitely dragging along the ruler, so I am going to grab a tissue or paper towel to wipe that off, and we'll see, I might have to change strategies. Okay, so a little bit of smudging. I'm okay with it. Like I said, this is really just to be fun, and her kit is so beautiful and the colors are so bright. It definitely gives me a sense of summer and crispness, so it's nice. I'm going to go with it. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Let's set up this side, and I may talk you guys through this a little bit. So the way that I set this up, I used some more of her stickers to create columns across the top for a starting balance, any income or additions to the accounts, a place to deduct if I take money out of the account, and then a final balance. And I just used some of her icons to create that. So what I do is create boxes for each of these categories. That part I will go ahead and create and speed up real quick. And I am not going to fill in our totals on camera, but I am going to show you guys just a little bit more once I have the boxes done. Okay, so we're back to the first side, and what I like to do is leave myself a few lines at the bottom, so I have one more section down here. So I will use this last thin washi strip and usually give myself, let's see, I made some notes. So I can already see that using the bold tip end of the dual tip marker definitely bleeds through a little bit, even with this great paper. So I may go back to the fine point for these sides and for future months. So now I have this side laid out, and usually what I do is just start drawing in the lines. So I'll have a date, category, and the amount for that line, and then a running total column here. So I will draw those later, and then I usually have one more washi strip. So part of why I order the extra washi is they're so pretty and I can use them other places, but also because I like to have one more category section. So I'm going to put this one here. And what I have been doing the last couple months is on this section, I will track eating out. Here I will track our grocery purchases and household items, which are all together for us. Here I will track auto repairs and fuel expenses. And then here I'll track everything else. So I'll kind of jot down some subcategories like medical, home, my spending cash, my husband's spending cash, and then just kind of other, so things that make him up that are, you know, maybe just one item for that category. So I'll just kind of keep those here. So if you want to go check out my Instagram account, I'm at Tammy Skipper on Instagram, and I will have pictures of this laid out. My camera is going to die soon, so I'll draw on the lines and I'll put some pictures on Instagram of that. So here I will just include our income categories, and in here fixed expenses. I have been using this for things that do not change every month, and then this is for everything else. If you haven't joined Caffeinated Cait's Facebook group, you should go do that. She loves feedback. I would love to see this titled something else, like you know, priority expenses, or it doesn't really matter, but for me, I would love for this to basically have a budget, actual, and plus minus. She is thinking about, she showed on her YouTube channel having one strip all the way across option, so just expenses, budget, actual, plus minus. So that may be the way to go, and then I can start with our priority items, maybe even use a thin washi and put the rest below. So we'll see as she makes the changes how this changes for us as well. And then for this side, we have a few categories specifically that we keep in a separate sinking funds account. So I'll track those here. Credit cards, which we do have, and for a long time we were following Dave Ramsey, but I have just found that we're in a season with our daughter's last year of college approaching that we are kind of just in a mix of baby steps 2 through 5 right now. And so we are working on getting her through her last year, and she is working as well, to get her through her last year of college debt-free. Our son graduated debt-free, our daughter-in-law graduated debt-free, and so we're working on our daughter graduating debt-free from college. And so we sometimes use our credit cards and then pay them off, and that is just something that we have chosen to do right now. Each month. So, and then for here we have car loans And then for here, I keep a balance, kind of a starting and ending balance on our accounts, like our checking and savings various accounts. So down here, I will put our income total, our expense total, and our savings, and then budget and actual, of course, right there. So that is what that layout, how that layout works for us. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and found it inspiring. The most important thing is, even if you use pen and paper, a legal pad, a free notepad from some hotel you stayed at, doesn't really matter. You can use this approach, whether or not you use an Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner, or stickers from Caffeinated, Cait, and Erin Condren to do your budget, or if you simply write it out. The point is to keep track of your money that's coming in, see where it's going out, and make sure that those things align with your values. So I hope that you will get started if you're not budgeting today. Let me know if you have questions below. I will have a link below where you can get $10 off your first Erin Condren purchase. So if you're interested in a notebook like this, then you can purchase that and get $10 off. That's an affiliate link, and I appreciate using that since it doesn't cost you anything different, but it does help to provide a little bit of a benefit for me for sharing my time and my ideas. So I wish you guys all the best with your August budget. Let me know again if you have any questions in the comments, and I will see you over on Instagram at Tammy Skipper. Bye guys.